right, it's Sunday. Gonna attempt 18.3 today. I did not try it out yesterday. I actually spent a lot of time yesterday thinking about how I was gonna do this and trying to set a little bit better expectations for myself. I actually had to write it down because I cannot for the life of me remember the order on this workout. And looking at it, this workout is everything I'm terrible at. Like I said in my last video, I'm going directly to scaled. That's all I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to have both the scaled and RX version in the comments below. So if you want to check it out, feel free. But I'm going directly to scaled. Mainly, I don't know how to do double unders or any sort of muscle up. So that pretty much rules me out completely. As far as my mobility goes, I found out recently it's not very good. So I really think I'm going to struggle on the overhead squats. I tend to fall forward when I do that, and I know it's in my shoulder. I've had that issue for a very long time. Just didn't understand the extent of it until I tried to do overhead squats. So luckily, the scaled version is only 45 pounds. It's just the bar. Hopefully I can get those done. Now, if you've seen anything that I've done in a workout video, you probably know jump rope is terrible for me. So even doing single unders is going to be extremely difficult. Everything here is going to be extremely difficult. The only thing that I think I'd be able to do perfectly fine at are the 20 dumbbell snatches, and I probably won't even make it that far because pull-ups are not something I've been able to do. I've always had to do assisted pull-ups. So going from single unders to overhead squats to single unders again and into pull-ups, just making it that far is going to be extremely difficult. I don't know how fast I can do the single unders. I've never timed myself before. 100 single unders I think is going to take a lot of time, especially because I cannot string that many together. I don't know how this is going to look. I don't know how long it's going to take. And then the overhead squats, I think I can get through that. I might have to do reps of 5. Just do four sets of 5 and try and get it done that way. We'll see. I'm going to try and warm up a little bit to stretch out my shoulders before I get started. So my goal here is to get 200 reps. I think that's reasonable. That puts me through one set of the single unders, through the overhead squats, and almost through another set of the single unders. I think that's fairly reasonable. I would really like to get to the pull-ups. I would like to at least try and get 1 or 2. And unless I really surprise myself, getting that done and getting to the third set of single unders is going to be a stretch, but I'm going to do what I can to get there. So, gonna get changed, gonna go try it out. Again, my goal is 200 reps. I'd really like to make it to the pull-ups. So hopefully I can get that far. If not, I've got a backup goal. And then obviously as a stretch goal, I want to get through the pull-ups. So trying to set up 3 goals for myself today because all of this is unknown. All of this is new. And this is hitting on a lot of weaknesses that I know I have. So trying to set 3 goals to see where I land in the middle. I've got 14 minutes to do it. I think that's plenty of time to at least get something done. Thank goodness there's no burpees because that would probably take the wind right out of me. But we're going to try and get this done. So let's get to the gym.
That's the goal I wanted to be at. Now it's trying to tackle pull-ups.
How many do you have to do?
12. That's 2. I'm getting used to it.
Dumbbell Snatches.
She's gonna beat my score. Guaranteed. Jen, do you know you're gonna beat my score? How do I stall you? Hey, what'd you say to me when we grabbed this dumbbell? You're there. Last minute. Set a goal and hit it. How many did you count on that last one? All right, everybody. 18.3 is done. 18.3 is done. I'm happy with my result. I am ecstatic with Jen's result. We're gonna go over all the numbers. I honestly don't remember what they are off the top of my head. We just got home and Jen actually laid down on the couch and immediately fell asleep. So 18.3 did her in. So I'm gonna take Nova for a walk. Nova. I'll catch back up with you guys.
Back home, cleaned up. She's awake. And 18.3 is done. I'm feeling great after this. Tallied up what we got here. I got 347 reps. Jen got 408. That's crazy. What'd you think about that?
It was very difficult. Time was there, so there's no point in stopping until it's done.
So we've been married going on 4 years. That could be the hardest I've seen you work in a workout before. I mean, there was a point I thought she was going to puke. She was bent over, and it looked like she was going to puke. And in the back of my head, I was like, oh, this is going to be awesome. But I also thought, man, this is going to be gross, and I'm going to have to clean up her puke. It was awesome to watch it. I'm glad we didn't do it at the same time, and I actually got to see her work out. I think me going first and setting a standard, did that give you something to beat?
I think so.
Did you just want to beat me the whole time?
I mean, I am competitive, so.
Yeah, so here's the thing. We're oddly competitive here. So, I probably slowed it down a little bit once I hit both of my goals, all three of the goals I just set before the workout. Honestly, I was dogged. But when she got up there, man, I immediately wanted to go again. I wasn't so happy she beat me fair and square at 18.3. And are you going to do the CrossFit Open next year with me?
I say no, but he says that I'm going to change my mind later.
It's a year away. We're going to figure that out. Okay, so we're also in the middle of trying to cook dinner and meal prepping for the week. I want to discuss what I thought about this workout. Now, obviously, I set 3 goals. I wanted to hit 200 reps. I wanted to do some pull-ups. And I wanted to get to the dumbbell snatch. That was kind of my final goal. And I got there. I got all 3, and I ended with 15 of the dumbbell snatches. If I were to do this again, I'm very confident I could hit that jump rope again. For the first time, I have actually been hitting the goals I set. Not only one out of the 3, but I hit all 3, and I was so happy about that. So, yeah, I did kind of slow it down. But this workout was fantastic. I saw it posted up earlier this week when the workout was announced, and it said 14 minutes to work on your weaknesses. And that's all this was. This whole workout was nothing but my weaknesses. The only thing that could have made this worse for me if there was any sort of burpees in there. I wasn't confident in jump rope. I'm not good at pull-ups. I'm still not. And I didn't ever do overhead squats before. I thought I was going to have to really break those up into small sets, and I ended up doing it in 2 sets. They might not have been the prettiest, but I got them done, and I'm very proud of that. My pull-ups, they were not chin over bar, but I tried to push myself enough to make sure at least my head was going over the bar. I got all 12, and then I moved on, and I got 15 dumbbell snatches, which I had done before. I thought for sure I could get those done if I got there. I just ran out of time this go around. Jen says I didn't finish it because I was talking. I'll do this again. You want to do this again tomorrow? Challenge accepted. One of the biggest things I think made a difference today, maybe it didn't, I really don't know. I brought my own jump rope. I brought this. This is not an expensive jump rope. I paid $15 on Amazon for it. I had a couple minutes before we left, and I actually did some warm-ups. I grabbed a broom in the back because I knew overhead squats were coming, and I know I'm not very confident in those. So I just grabbed a broom, and I did some warm-ups with them. Then I grabbed this jump rope, just thinking I would do a few warm-up jumps. Didn't think anything of it. They felt fluid. They felt fine, especially for a couple weeks ago, thinking I couldn't do any of these. Overall, 18.3 was a success. If I were actually registered in the Open, I would do it again. Just because I know maybe I could have shortened the breaks down. Now that I've done it once, I know what to expect. I surprised myself, and I think anyone who has done this might have surprised themselves a little bit as well, just in how much you were able to do. I was actually so surprised. In the middle of the workout, I had to run and grab the 35-pound dumbbells because I didn't think I'd make it that far. And so when Jen got set up, I had to grab the dumbbell right away. And the first thing she said to me was, I'm not going to make it this far. And not only did she make it that far, she moved on to the next set of jump rope. So the amount that you can scale and the amount that you can modify these workouts, it's great. In the past few weeks, if nothing else, I've learned that these CrossFit style workouts are really for everyone. No matter what your weight is, no matter what your skill level is, no matter what you want to do or accomplish, these workouts are for everyone. So there really isn't any excuse to not do them, quite frankly. So if you have your reservations, just try it. If you can't do it, scale it, move it down, do something to help yourself. So with that, I'm going to leave you so I can go cook myself some dinner. Until next time, keep up the good work. We're all in this together. I'll catch you in the next video.